Hello guys, welcome to Pro Rider Vlogs. We have Dominar 250 with us, and today we'll give a detailed review of the bike, as well as we'll talk more about why you should choose this bike. So let's get started with this video. Dominar 250 also now comes from this year, and we see a great package here in this pricing, because the complete design language has been carried over from Dominar 400, and the engine has been carried over from Duke 250. So it's a very good package, we can say, and we see a lot of good things right in this bike, as like the upside down forks and the LED headlights, which are also we can see in the Dominar 400 version, and the seat, the riding stance, everything is same. So it's a very good package, and being a Dominar 400 rider, we were expecting that company will launch with the red color for Dominar 400 as an option, as we get only green and black. But further we saw that company has decided to get the red to the 250cc and as well as the black to the 250. So the black is common over both the variants, 250 and the 400. So the console is same like how we see in the older Bajaj Dominar 400 versions, and it has been carried forward to 250, and it's good because it has everything, almost whatever you want, like the trip meters, time, speedometer, RPM meter, fuel meter, everything has been shown here in the same main console, and you have the buttons for settings, changing the settings, etc. And here you get the fuel injection, malfunctioning light, neutral light, and indicators light, and the RPM limit. So these things are placed over here in the main console. In the secondary console you get this thing, the engine temperature signal, battery signal, Bajaj logo, the high beam light and indicator, and the side stand indicator, as well as the ABS light. If you see the switch gears are same like how we get in the other bikes, in all the in the Dominar as well as the Pulsars, with the blue backlit. So these are same, and here you get the kill switch and the start, and this is parking light and the normal headlight. So this is the one switch which is given to Dominar 250. So this is also there in Dominar 400. So this is carried forward in this 250cc as well. Next thing is you get a 13-liter tank here, and this is EFI bike, so always you should maintain some 3 liters of oil in bike, so that your fuel injector works properly, and it doesn't you do not face any issue if you are low in fuel. So you should always maintain some fuel, so this is very important. And this tank size is also same as 400, so this is also very good thing, that you get a good tank capacity. The seat cushioning, everything is same as like Dominar 400, and there you get a D logo here, which is also there in the 400. And if I remove this, so you get a tool which is there given by the company. So this is a toolkit, is very good. You get almost everything in this toolkit, and here you get the bungee straps, which are also there in the 400. So this has been taken from 400, and good thing that you are getting all this thing in the 250 as well. So you can always choose this bike for highway to cruising or going for a long ride or short ride. So this can be a good option because these are also given with this bike. In front, Dominar 250 uses 300 disc instead of the 320 disc in the Dominar 400, and it is also radially mounted, so the bites and the brake potentiality is something similar to what we get in Dominar 400. But I believe that if you grow up with the bike, you can get Brembo brake pads which are coming with the KTM Duke 390, so they will give you a better feedback than the stock brake pads, so that you can consider, of course. The alloys which we get in this bike is same like Dominar 400, but it is not diamond cut alloys. These are normal alloys, but the design is same what we get in Dominar 400. Okay, so the tail light section is same as the Dominar 400, and you get the DRL LED red lights, and in between the LED lights are integrated, so it looks very gorgeous, very neat, and the design is as exactly how we see in the Dominar UG. So this is a very good thing which the company has given, and the rear you get good reflectors in both the sides, and this are also given in the Dominar 400, the latest versions, and BS6 also they have seen. Now the change is here is the tires. So you get either MRF Zapper tires 130/70 section, or you get Eurogrip tires which are also of same section tires. So but I prefer, like, once these tires you are considering for long trips and all, you go with some good tires of same section. Don't change the upsize the section. It's good that you keep these, otherwise you may face some abnormalities while riding. This is a box section swing arms which has been given to Dominar 250, and in Dominar 400 we have the aluminum swing arms. So some changes they have made, but you won't feel much, because while riding even this won't be making a big change over what you get in Dominar 400. Even this is very good, and this disc brakes are 230 size, which are same in Dominar 400, and also you get the ABS here. So it's also a dual channel ABS. So the braking setup has been taken completely from Dominar 400. The rear suspension, if you see, are also same as what we get in Dominar 400. The next good thing is the exhaust. So this exhaust is exactly how we see in the UG Dominar 400. So the 250 also get the same design language, same exhaust, and this also produce a heavy bass note while you ride, and this gives you a good feeling when you ride the bike. You can hear the bass sound while riding. Now the engine is carried over from Duke 250, but it has been mentioned here as 248.77cc to be precise, and but it gets twin spark instead of triple spark in Dominar 400, or a single spark in KTM Duke 250. So Bajaj has really worked well, and they have tuned it properly for highway cruising. So the fuel efficiency also goes up. You get the same kind of radiator, and this is which we see in the Dominar 250 is also like Dominar 400, so it's completely unchanged. Same kind of crash guards as well, which is there in the 400. So this is good, but you have options since these mounting points are same. So you can also look for the aftermarket crash guards which are available for Dominar to 400. So this is direct fit to 250 as well, since these bolts and placements are looking almost same. So I don't know the exact measurement, but it looks almost same, so I think it won't be a big problem. Thing is the upside down fork. So if you see the upside USD fork here is little bit thinner, and it is of 37 instead of 43 in Dominar 400. It's good that you are getting that option USD, so it improves and enhances your day-to-day ride and highway cruising as well. So you'll get a better feedback in potholes. And so the headlight here is same as Dominar 400, and as we see here there are 10 LED lights placed here, and this is setup is exactly same how we see in the Dominar 400, and this is very good in night. And if you want, you can also put on some add-ons like from Mad Dog or some other brands. The mirrors here are also carried from Dominar 400 directly. So overall it looks very good that the package has given completely with no such major changes, and the bike gets everything whatever we get in the Dominar 400. So the ride quality will be very good, and it's just that it is a 250cc over a 400 makeover. So enough of walk around review. Now let's start the bike and let's have a ride, and I can give you better feedback after riding this bike. Also I'll tell you about the braking and other stuffs while riding this bike.